Well, a very warm welcome indeed this evening to Christians in Sport Live. My name is Graham Daniels. This is Ian Lancaster. Good evening, Lancs.
Hey, Dano. How are you?
You all right? You doing
Very
okay?
well. Very well. Thank you. Listen, I thought we were supposed to be in our homes, and looks like you're in the university library. What's going on?
Oh, no, wallpaper, mate. You know, like you can have it on Zoom. I just got wallpaper in the background. Cool, isn't it? It's just wallpaper, man. Listen, man, I live in a flat. I've got everything in one room. I'll tell you something though, Langs. I know, serious times, obviously, very serious times. And yet social distancing, it is important, but my goodness, it's interesting. I look out the window here, right? There's a path by the river. People go walking in their exercise time. I'm telling you now, this morning, every morning, there's a woman. She walks by the river with a 6-foot stick, like a... If anyone comes near,
like a lightsaber,
like a, and every afternoon a fella goes the other way. It's only 25-foot path, goes the other way with like a hula hoop around him, circumference of 6 foot. They haven't gone at the same time yet. Unbelievable sights. Important time, social distancing, but my goodness, some weird things going on. Weird too, I reckon. Sports clubs, obviously, or just a running club in Bicester.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You can't do anything.
Do you know what? The boys are itching. They're itching. Listen, I've joined Strava. If you're in the running world, you've been on Strava for years. I've come to the party way too late. But here it is. Strava's simply about recording your runs. So we're doing a virtual road relay as a team, 12 of us. So it's your best 5K. You get back to your house, you record it on Strava, and then the boys can see how you've done and comment on it. And so there's just really good banter going around. But also WhatsApp, just staying in touch with the boys as there's some good funny things going on, and just being there with the lads. So listen, we are itching, not being at the club champs and stuff like that, but we're having some good fun as well.
Well, look, there's a bit of risk in doing this, Lanks, right? But I'm thinking now we're live YouTube and Facebook. So what we can do, right, we could say we're willing to hear from people and they can drop us a note because the lines are on the screen, how to keep in touch with us. It's risky, isn't it? Because if we dare put them up later, there could be some bad banter going on. But there you go. How are you staying in touch with your sports mates now? Hashtag PrayStaySay. Send stuff in and we'll have a look. But we might not put it on. It depends what your banter's like.
Right. Listen, I think I should vet them, Dano, not you. Okay.
I think that may be a good idea. Now, let me tell you what's coming up. We're going to teach you about PrayStaySay. Yes, PrayStaySay, not PrayStaySay. Yeah, we'll unpack that for you. That's what the evening's for. In a couple of minutes' time, Lanks has got a terrific interview for us, and I think you'll really enjoy it with somebody who's tried hard to PrayStaySay in the last couple of weeks on lockdown. And finally, and I'm really looking forward to this as well, we've got 3 terrific options for you. We think they're terrific for how you can help reach the world of sport for Christ in the next few weeks. So that's what's coming up on the show. Lanks, tell us about PrayStaySay.
Well, it's funny that you're having to slow down a little bit.
I am.
Because it doesn't kind of roll off the tongue like the old pray, play, say. That was the mantra, and it has been for about 20 years of Christians in sport. Listen, if we're all about reaching the world of sport for Christ, we've said this is how we do it. We pray, we play, and we say. But guess what? We can't play. We can't actually play anymore. And so it's quite simple. We're simple folks, sports people. We've just changed the word play, if you notice, for stay. So we say pray, stay in the lives of your teammates, of those that you play sport with when you can't play, and then say, pray, stay, say. You've got to say it a bit slower though.
Yeah, pray, stay, say. Hey, let's put up the verses from the end of the book of Colossians that we've used for probably 20 years to teach pray, play, say. And let's just introduce you to it if you're fresh, remind you if you're an oldie. Firstly, pray. Devote yourselves to prayer, says Paul in the last chapter of a letter to those churches in Colossae. Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Pray. Nothing ever happens in reaching the world of sport for Christ if people don't pray. Prayer is critical. Now, let's have a look at stay and say. Let's have a look at verse 5. Stay. Pray, stay. Be wise in the way you act towards outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. How do you stay in the lives of your club in a time of adversity when you actually can't be in the same place at the same time as everybody else, in the flesh, as it were, in person? Stick in there. Wisdom, making the most of the chance to be a servant leader in your club, in your team. You know, when the banter's over, like the toilet roll challenge has got dull on Instagram. When all that banter's getting a bit stale because it's been too many weeks, you be the one who's still there. You're the one who cares about your teammates. You're the one who's asking, how's it going with life at home with loads of kids in the house? Or how's your grand getting on? Or how are you feeling? Are you worried about work? You're the one. Pray, but stay. Be absolutely unique in staying in people's lives. It excites us, you know, that we've got the chance to do this. Because if you pray and stay, then verse 6 always follows. It always follows. When you pray and stay in people's lives, you get conversations. You end up discussing why you'd stay. And as you talk about Christ, your conversation is always gracious and generous and gentle and reasonable and kind. See, seasoned with salt, tastes good, cleansing like salt in a wound. Sometimes it stings, but it's clean. Full of grace, seasoned with salt. Because that's how you answer questions about Christ. By being that woman, that man. Pray, stay, say. That's what we're going after in the next few weeks at Christians in Sport. What have we got coming up? You're right. Here's what we're going to do next. Shall we interview, I won't say who it is, Lanx, because it's your privilege. Let's get an interview with a person who is a person who's really got stuck into pray, stay, say, even without knowing the hashtag for the last couple of weeks. And then when we've had that marvelous interview, we'll go on to give you, before we close, 3 super opportunities that you can use to pray, stay, say in your club and team in the next few weeks.
Come on then, Libby. Here we go. Libby Piggott, living in Bath, playing for Keynsham Ladies Football Club, also playing for Bath University Women's First Team. Libby, look, you've been at Sports Plus for many, many years as a young girl, and there you are now playing in women's competitive football. What's your position, Libby?
Centre mid.
It's good, centre midfield, dynamo, up and down. Libby, listen, I know that you love football. I know that that you love team, you love the relationships. Tell us a little bit how you, over the past few weeks, have stayed in the lives of your teammates.
Yeah, it's tough, Lanx. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, we are just so used to seeing people all the time, or just speak for myself, but I'm finding it hard just because I'm so used to it, so used to that team environment. And so when that's suddenly cut, it's a bit like, what do I do? So I think I'm just learning at the minute. Technology is a good thing. So yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of WhatsApp. WhatsApp calls are my go-to at the minute. Yeah,
but listen, technology. You're into technology because I'm sure you've been video messaging for years and years. So not much has changed. Tell us a little bit though with technology. How have you gone about doing it? So what is it? Just a message? You just kind of general chat with your teammates? Have you talked anything about Jesus to them? How have you stayed in their lives?
So to start with, when it all sort of kicked off, I just sort of did a general message to the whole club just to say, look, this is crazy. We're obviously not training anymore, but if you do need to chat, then that's great. I think for everyone, it's a bit like questioning everything. Everything's sort of up in the air, especially like faith-wise and like suffering and on a global scale, what that even looks like. So I think I just encourage them to go and explore that and see what that looks like for them. other than that, it's just been individual messaging, just, you know, a bit of banter, but yeah, just checking up on people, to be fair. Maybe send in the odd worship song or Bible verse, just to encourage them, to be fair. In such a mad time, it's just a bit of peace for them, I think.
And so you do that. You actually send a verse or a song. You actually do that with some of the girls. You see, that might sound a little bit crazy for some of us. I'm listening to you thinking, you're big time introvert. Now that's what you do. The girls must all know that you're a Christian, and so you write in there. I think I'm a little less extrovert than you are. I'm more of an introvert, Libby. Come on, help me, help people like me. What do I do to stay in the life of my running mates without doing what you do? And great that you do what you do, obviously, yeah, class that. But what about me?
It's very much like you say, just doing life with them. It's just you're not actually with them, so it's just like checking up and seeing how they're doing. I'm sure you'll do that anyway, because you're just, oh, how you doing? How's your week been? There's loads of quizzes going as well, so it's just having a bit of fun with that and just staying in contact and being that friend, just checking up on people. And I think even if it's just like you get a prompt or you think, oh, I'm going to message this person, it's just do it, just to be like, oh, how you doing? And just being that friendly face, I guess, on the end of the phone.
Thanks, Libby. Libby, look, are you kind of happy that the season's come to a close prematurely, or are you wishing that the season would have carried on? How are you doing as a team?
Uni team, we were gonna be playing varsity, so pretty fuming that it got cut short. But with the club, we weren't doing so well. So in the middle. I'm pretty chuffed for the club that we didn't have to finish the league, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm sure there are many like you, Libby. But listen, thank you ever so much for joining us this evening. Top stuff, some really good, helpful tips as well, how we just stay in the lives of friends whom we play sport with. Love that, Libby. So listen, when the season kicks off again next season, go very well and keep praying. Hopefully then it will be PrayStaySay, won't it? So
Hopefully.
Cheers, Libby. Go good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Fair play. Do you know what? As I'm listening to Libby there, I'm thinking, I've had so many conversations with people who've gone, I tell you what, there's only one good thing about this season being stuffed. We were struggling. We were stuffed. We were going down sharpish. So it's actually been the only bonus for some. On the other hand, there's teams absolutely flying, aren't there? So that's the difference. Well, there you go. Look, there's only one Dickie Bird. See him there? Pray, play. Oh! Pray, say. Say. Dickie, man. Pray, stay, say. That's the one. Top man. Thank you, Susie. Team Zoom catch-ups. Thank you, Mr. Glover. Great to have you with us this evening. And loads of people sending us a note. Delighted to have so many Christians in sport people right at the heart of this meeting. Top draw. Keep them coming if you'd like to. It's great having your company this evening. But now we're going to start drawing in to the main thing we wanted to draw your attention to tonight. You've got it now, haven't you? Pray, stay in the lives of your club and team. Say something of Christ. We've got 3 terrific opportunities beginning next Monday that you can use for Pray, Stay, Say.
Next Monday, a week today, we're doing some webinars. So training webinars, 4 weeks. So scheduled to begin with, the first 4 weeks, we're just going to dive into more of this, Pray, Stay, Say. So 45 minutes, really tight, interactive. You get to chat about some of the things that we're looking at. We'll open the Bible together. It's a really great opportunity for Christian sports players, people to come together and say, well, come on, let's, like iron sharpens iron. Come on, how do we do this together all over the UK, all over the world, potentially? So really excited for that one.
And Wednesday mornings and Wednesday evenings, 7 a.m. in the morning and 8 o'clock at night, a chance to come in, join a Zoom call, break into 4s and 5s, pray that you may stay in your club and team and get really stuck in praying for your teammates. About an hour, just under an hour, a real chance to focus on praying. We'd love you to join us for that. The whole Christians in Sport family from all over the country and indeed further afield. That's on Wednesday, starting a week Wednesday.
And the finish Friday. So we've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we're going to try and do these fortnightly. So starting on the 17th, Friday the 17th of April, it's the big Christians in Sport online sports quiz. So we're going 8 till 9:30, won't be any longer than that. And here's an opportunity to, listen, I'm going to be doing it with my boys at Alchester Running Club. Get them together Friday night. It's just like a quiz, a live quiz. So if you've done a quiz before, you know exactly what to expect. Some really first class quality rounds, great questions, chance just to have some chat, banter in your own kind of breakout rooms together with the boys. So, you know, beer in, enjoying that chat together. But also then there's a gospel message. So halftime is exactly the same as we do a live quiz. A gospel message, simple, clear, really short, about the good news of Jesus. So Friday night, get it in your diary, 17th of April. It could be massive, could be the biggest sports quiz that Christians in Sport have ever put on.
Yeah, we'd love to. We'd love to make it massive, Langs, wouldn't we? Don't be too excited about all just having a chance, because I've got a Cambridge United team, my friend, and that could be curtains. That could be absolute curtains for you.
I think we could have 3 teams in. To be fair,
well, all right, all right. Well, we'll get 4. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Listen, if people need to know more, Lanks, where do they go to know about what we've just talked about here this evening?
There it is. It's appeared on the bottom, christiansinsport.org.uk/PrayStaySay. Make sure you do the Pray, Stay, Say. All the details are on there. All the timings, what you have to do to log in to make sure that you can access those 3 opportunities, but tight. It's exciting.
Good. So, my friends, I think we're done for this Monday evening. It's been an absolute joy to have you together for Christians in Sport Live. Now you've got it, right? This is what we're going to do for week after week after week while all this goes on. This is it. We're going to pray for our clubs and teams and teammates and officials at our club. We're going to pray. We are going to stay in the room. Christians in Sport people, they love their club. They love their team. They're always the one who wants to go further to serve the institution that they play their sport in. The fact that we're not there playing at the moment, absolutely irrelevant. We're in there. We're staying there. And we're going to say something about the brilliant news of the God who will never, ever, ever, ever leave you in times of adversity. And you know, Langs, I know lots of friends are watching this would say, well, listen, my mate's a Christian in Sport. I'm not sure I am. So this has been talking about the work of Christian in Sport. I've got to say to you, if you come to watch this tonight, if your mate said, come and watch it, it may just be worth thinking about the Christian faith and how, as a player yourself, you can be deeply integrated, full on as a player, and full on in a relationship with God through Jesus Christ. Pray, stay, say.
Well done.
Let's do it. Cheers, Langs.
Cheers, Dano.
Good night.